I am also going to talk to other experts all over the world about like worker welfare and textile waste.
We have to take a really good, honest look at the fact that all materials to make have a negative environmental impact.
When I think about what impacts the fashion industry has on climate, I firstly think about the waste.
It's estimated that every 1 second around the world, the equivalent of one dumper truck of textiles is either landfilled or incinerated.
Why is there so much textile waste?
The very simple thing about textile waste is that it's kind of joined at the hip with consumption. So the more consumption we get, the more waste that we get. And you can see this around the world when you look at the data. The solution to reduce waste really therefore lies in the hands of consumers and industry. It's not one versus or above and beyond the other.
What should we be doing with our clothes when we don't want them anymore?
One of the most important things is to turn to a friend or to a sibling or to somebody and offer it within your community, with your local community.
More and more consumers are starting to get hip to what's happening behind the glamorous curtain of the fashion industry, and that's a really good thing. What we want to get away from is wearing something once and then trashing it. Circularity solves that problem because what we're doing is we're taking this part over here from an existing resource, which comes from the end of life of something else.
Can you repair it? Can you reuse it? Can you swap it? Can you recycle it in any way, shape or form?
You know, Americans buy 450 million pairs of jeans a year. If you imagine those 450 million pairs of jeans and 1 kilogram, which is roughly 1 pair of jeans, it takes 13 kilograms of carbon to make that 1 pair of jeans. But if you can convince people to go and buy a pair of secondhand jeans, then you're going to save the planet that 13 kilograms of carbon. And if we can repair it, it'll just take 1 kilogram of carbon to do it.
Brands need to understand what to give the consumer.
Brands and retailers are under increasing pressure from their customers to deliver more ethically sourced product, and therefore the need to reimagine the future for supply chains, create a more sustainable, traceable, transparent supply.
We now operate in 8 countries across the world, rescuing and restoring the lives of those individuals who are held in forms of modern-day slavery, human trafficking across the globe. There's 75 million people who are estimated to be working in the garment industry. A good or bad company is not whether or not they have some form of modern-day slavery, it's whether they're prepared to look, because it's hard to look, but if they look, what will they do when they find it? The reality for what any consumer can do is the first thing they can do is understand what the issue is. Because when people are educated, they can ask different questions. And I would dare everyone to do something on this issue and to get awareness, get understanding, and to start making different choices. When people make those different decisions, it will be felt for those people who are the least, the last, and the lost. I think sometimes we can think we've no power. But as consumers, we can ask the questions, we can withhold our purchase until we see that these things are being done to protect the most vulnerable. My hope is by people listening to this, that there might be people listening who themselves are in a place of modern day slavery, and they might be able to connect with us or connect with authorities and see themselves set free. But more importantly, that we would change culture.
You know, consumers have great power and, authority in driving positive change, which is really, really exciting.
So I think knowing that there's like hope and that people can make a change, especially hopefully the companies, I think it starts with the companies as well as consumers.
What I'd like to see designers, brands and clothing retailers do to reduce waste is think about the longevity of the products that they're making. Quality products that are well manufactured, that are going to last.
We can do this.
Yeah.
It's just work.